Hi, I'm Luana Rubin from Equilter.com. I'm here at the 2013 Houston Quilt Festival, and this is part 2 of our review of art quilts at the show. I'd like to focus now on Japanese quilts. Every year we see more and more Japanese quilts, and the American and international viewers are really loving all the handmade, intricate detail that these Japanese quilters bring to the Houston show. So part 2 is going to be Japanese quilts. This beautiful hand applique piece is actually in the group quilt section, and it expresses a desire for these 4 quilters to be able to work together forever in the future. It's a very sweet quilt, but if you get up close, you can really appreciate the intricate little roses that are fashioned into larger hearts. Just lovely. This huge and very detailed piece is from Japan. It is a depiction of the festival Kazanaban. And take a close look at the geisha dancers, the lanterns, the silhouetted mountains, the calligraphy, and all the different techniques that have been used, including the stitching and the layering. It's a fabulous piece of Japanese artwork. This adorable quilt, and it's really huge too, is made by a husband and wife team. You may have seen another piece by the husband in our newsletter featuring a close-up of his award-winning $5,000 prize for his golden retriever portrait. Notice the little foxes and woodland creatures hiding down the lower left corner. This quilt by Junko Kubo is from the Yokohama Quilt Week exhibit, and it is from a collection of her father's sword guards. It's a great combination of graphic design and traditional fabrics and embellishment. This exquisitely detailed piece from Japan has beautiful flowers, beautiful detailed stitching, but notice in the background there's a very modern spontaneous piecing, and in addition the flowers have a sparkling glitter. It's a very interesting combination, don't you think? This absolutely gorgeous handmade Hawaiian quilt is made by a Japanese quilter. Did you know that the Japanese just absolutely love anything Hawaiian? My husband's family, Paul's parents, live in Hawaii Kai on Oahu, and so we go there every year, and there are always lots and lots of Japanese visitors there. And why? Because Hawaii is only 6 hours from Tokyo. I would go there too if I lived in Tokyo. So we see many Hawaiian quilts made by Japanese quilters at these shows. Here's another striking Hawaiian quilt made by a Japanese quilter, Queen Emma's Flower Vase. Did you know that Hawaiian quilts are made folding and cutting out a paper snowflake, except instead of 6, it has 8 folds. Imagine cutting out this large snowflake. So we're at the conclusion of part 2 of our tour of art quilts here in Houston. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Japanese art quilts, and watch my video page and my photo page for future trips, future quilt shows. And if you can, come to the quilt show here next year, because there's nothing like seeing it in person. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.